Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 243 of the show. What is going on, everybody? And this is the Monday Night Raw, the Raw Before Christmas episode, Event Center for December the 19th, 2022, last night on Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, lots of craziness has been happening this year for 2022 for wrestling in general. There's been a lot of wild stuff happening. It has been a little bit of craziness, shall we say. A little bit of craziness here and there. And even especially this year, as we know, today's December the 20th, 2022. Tomorrow winter begins. Boo. But this week, no winter weather for this region around here for now, at least until possibly next week. I think Wednesday we're supposed to get like 1 to 3 inches of snow, but that's about it, basically. But they, do you think that last week they predicted that we would get snow on Friday, 5 to 8 inches of snow? But the temperature is up near 60, so it's like it can't snow. So we're going to have a lot of rain. I know most of the central states and the central part of our country is getting a lot of snow, a lot of Arctic air that's coming through the air, which is so. But we're spared. We dodged a bullet for now, but things could change. But I'm very, very confident that they're I'm confident that will be okay this week. Christmas weekend, folks. We're, 5 days away from Christmas. And only 11 days left of this year. So that's pretty good. So let's get right on going to Christmas Monday Night Raw. Paul Heyman happens to show up holding the champs belts. And so Roman Reigns says, hey, Kevin Owens, you stuck your nose. You decided to invade SmackDown. You stuck your nose when it didn't belong. Now you got John Cena. You're going to take more than John Cena. It's going to take more than a Raw roster. So I figured, me and the Bloodline would come to Raw and dismantle the Raw locker room. Message sent, a stagehand, and Mustafa Ali got attacked by the Bloodline. But the tag match started off the Street Profits with the Akira Tozawa in their corner against the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. With Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio in their corner. Street Profits won the match after Tozawa splashed the drink that Montez Ford gave him into the face of Dominic Williams. And then Rhea Ripley decided to punch Tozawa in the face for it and challenged him to a matchup. First intergender matchup in the WWE, I think in history, this happened before. I think it was Stephanie back in 2002, I think, or 2003. But the first intergender match of this year itself, Akira Tozawa and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley beat Akira Tozawa, and but during that matchup, during the Street Profits Judgment Day match of the Bloodline, I talked to another stagehand, which found out that was Elias, and Elias got cracked over the head by Sikoa with a guitar, and Andre Chase, who happens to be there to do a main match on WWE main event. So Kathy Kelly tried to interview Adam Pearce. MVP interrupts Adam Pearce, and then the referee says something happened. There's another attack that went on. And then to come to find out, the Bloodline attacked Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler asked what happened, who did this. The Bloodline did. The OC, Gallows and Anderson, with Michin, Mia Yim, and AJ Styles in their corner against the Alpha Academy. That's Otis and Chad Gable. The OC ended up winning. And while they were celebrating, the Bloodline decided to attack the OC. And then Pearson, Shane, and Helms have security, tell them to get out. As Zayn and the Usos address the Des Moines crowd and Adam Pearce, so we'll get out. And as the Usos and Zayn were getting escorted out of the ring by security, AJ Styles attacks Sami Zayn, separated by security. And then at the gorilla positions, AJ Styles says, "Listen, Adam, I want a match. I want a match against Sami Zayn. You want the match? It's official," he says. So, the Byron Saxton had a sit-down interview with Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair. And as they were talking, Bianca Belair says, "I don't trust you," and all that. And Alexa says, "I've not been the same," and everything else. Bray Wyatt. And then when that little moth, Bray Wyatt's logo, appeared on the screen, as the interview was over, Alexa Bliss grabs the vase and smashed Bianca Belair in the back of the head. It seems like with Bray Wyatt back in town, will Alexa rejoin her compadre? We'll know for sure. It'd be very interesting to see how this is going to develop. Then here comes the interesting part. Now, keep in mind though, I went on Twitter and read Sean Ross Sapp. He said, "I don't think we're done with returns as yet." He may be on to something here, and this match proves it. Winner take all ladder match. Dexter Lumis and The Miz have both money bags on top of the arena on the ladder. Whoever first wins to retrieve it wins. These two went back and forth. Heck of a match, but Lumis keeps getting up and getting up. Lumis was this close, but then coming through the crowd, shockingly enough, now I did not even see this coming to return. Bronson Reed has made his return to the WWE. It looks like he's been working for The Miz. He attacked Dexter Lumis, got The Miz up the ladder. The Miz retrieved the money. Miz wins the matchup, thanks to Bronson Reed. It seems like to me The Miz finally found somebody that he can really, really trust, and that's Bronson Reed. Let me tell you, that was... So Bronson Reed is back, and now he's on the nastier side, and that will not be good for anybody. But Bronson Reed and Otis, I want to see those two lock up. Or Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman, give me that matchup. So, I was kind of shocked. AJ Styles, during that, all that, Seth Rollins is in the back talking about his brand new shirt. I think he has telling the person who was creating the shirts he has some ideas, and he's really excited. AJ Styles and Sami Zayn had the matchup, and then thanks to Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn did win the matchup. Solo Sikoa attacked AJ Styles during the matchup. And then Seth freaking Rollins addresses the Iowa crowd, the home state crowd. Austin Theory, the new U.S. champ, interrupting Rollins. But then as they were trash talking, the Usos appeared at ringside through the crowd. And then Seth Rollins says, "Hey, we got company. We'll deal with this at another time. We'll deal with this later." But then Austin Theory decided to retreat the ring. But then Rollins goes, "Heck of it. He don't like. I'll still fight. He'd fight the Usos off, and then it was 2-on-1. But Kevin Owens evens things up, and then KO says, "Hey, how about this? Me and Seth Rollins against you two clowns." Pierce goes, "You want the match?" It's official. He makes the matchup. Becky Lynch cut a promo on Bayley. He says, "It's been a long time coming. You've been ducking me. Now we're going to fight." Becky Lynch and Bayley went at it, but Damage Control got ejected, but Bayley used the monitor from the commentator's table to use it on Becky to beat her. And then Rollins and Owens to talking to each other, "Hey, what's going on? Let's get down to business and beat some Uso butt." Then Seth freaking Rollins and Kevin Owens team up against the Usos. During the matchup, Solo Sikoa comes back, but Gallows and Anderson kind of beat him to the punch. Theory knocks out Rollins with the title belt. Zayn attempts, all this happened, but despite all that, Kevin Owens wins the match for his team. Sami Zayn went to attack Kevin Owens, but Owens turned around. Sami Zayn says, "You know what? I'm leaving." And retreats. And that's Twas the Raw before Christmas of 2022. As you know, there will be no live edition of Monday Night Raw. There will be the best of 2022 as the superstars themselves go to their respective homes to celebrate with their families and their loved ones. So I wish them. But we got one more live SmackDown before Christmas. That will be this coming Friday. As Hit Row will be challenging the Usos for the Tag Team Championship. And then there's a Miracle 34 Street Fight where Braun Strowman and Ricochet join forces like a Thunder and Lightning combo as they go up against Imperiums, Giovanni Vinci, and Ludwig Kaiser. And you got Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, in their corner. So, I'm really excited to see. And there'll be a women's gauntlet match to decide Ronda Rousey's new number one challenger for her SmackDown Women's Championship. So this is going to be a very interesting situation. So for sure. So, but then we get December 30th, the final SmackDown. In fact, the final live wrestling event on TV for 2022. The big main event. John Cena and Kevin Owens joining forces against Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. This will be a very interesting situation, to say the least. 2023, I think you're going to see a change. What change? I don't know. So welcome back, Bronson Reed, to Monday Night Raw. It's going to be a lot of to the WWE. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what I didn't hear anything about this or even read anything about Bronson Reed coming back. But you know what? Like Sean Ross Sapp says, we haven't heard the last of the returns yet. We haven't. No, he doesn't think we're done. So it'll be very interesting. So that's all the time we have on the show. In the next episode, 240. 44 of the show, the 15th edition. The 15th edition of come on. All right, there you go. The 15th edition of High Rollers. We're gonna have a little bit of fun there. Okay, can't wait. Trebek Tuesday. Trebek Tuesday. Twas the Trebek Tuesday before Christmas. We're going to have a little bit of fun with that. All right, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And until the next episode rolls around, Mr. Announcer, if you're listening, please. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, tour for Bob Saget Production, and in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberry Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode of the show. See you on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now, and have a very blessed day.